Hey you guys, it's Janet and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a get ready with me. So if you're interested in that, keep on watching. So a lot has happened since I last posted on here. My husband and I have moved from Washington to South Carolina. I have a new job. I get up early. I am no longer in an unhealthy workspace. So yay! I'll keep on talking, but I'll get ready as well. So those are the positives of everything, of moving and taking a new chance, starting a new chapter. So the first product that I'm going to be diving into is the Tower 28 Sunny Days Broad Spectrum SPF 30 Tinted Sunscreen Foundation. I am shade 10 Larchmont. I think this is the second to the lightest shade. I have definitely become more paler since living in Washington. So yeah, we're working on that tan right now. I'm going to take I think that's good. That's a fair amount of product. I have tried this product before. I was not the craziest about it. It's very dewy. You'll see when I apply it. If I just dab it on my face, well, I guess smudge it all over my face, not dab it. But rub it on. You see how dewy that is? You can mattify it down with powder, obviously. That's what I do. I'm not too much of a fan of looking dewy. I used to be. Not so much anymore. I like a nice matte look. It does melt into the skin very nicely. You can build this up, but when I did build it up, I didn't particularly like it. That's just me. Okay, so there is my face with the tinted sunscreen. What do we think? I'll come closer so you can look. It has very minimal coverage, but like I said, you can build it up to where you can get more coverage, but I don't like the feeling of feeling makeup on your face, and that's kind of what it feels like. So moving on. Okay, so now that we have our base on, I'm going to be taking the Au Natural Pore Minimizing Finishing Powder, and this is just a translucent powder. It's one of my all-time favorite powders. It looks really flawless on your skin. Well, it makes your skin look really flawless. So what have I been up to? Just taking care of me and my mental health. I listen to positivity podcasts each morning to start my day, just so I can be in a positive mind frame. I've been recently, just actually today, I've been reading Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. I love Harry Potter books. I have read 2 through 7.5. I never finished book 7. I wish I did. I was standing in line waiting for the 7th movie to come out, and I was trying to finish it and read it, but it just wasn't happening because too much fun and excitement was happening during, you know, the last movie. It's the last of your childhood. I hope one day that I get to go to Harry Potter land. What is it called? The Wizarding World of Harry Potter. I hope to go there one day with my husband and just experience the magic. As you can tell, I'm a huge Harry Potter nerd. I actually want to one of their trunk sets for my birthday. I saw it on the Wizarding World of HarryPotter.com, and that is what I want. After setting my foundation, I'm going to be going in with the True and Luscious palette, and I'm going to be taking the Good Fortune bronzer right here. As you can tell, it's a very loved bronzer. I'm going to be bringing color back into my face. So I'm going to be dabbing into that a little bit. Tapping that. Ooh, I put on so much product. This palette is super pigmented, so a little bit goes a long way. I'm going to wipe some off onto my hand. Just kind of dab that. Like I said, I'm super pale, so I need all the help that I can get. I have to say that I really enjoy living in South Carolina. It is such a gorgeous state. There's so much history. There's so much beauty in this state. I'm not saying that Washington wasn't beautiful, because it was. I think it was just the circumstances that my husband and I were in. Even our apartment was kind of like gloomy and dingy. Like, it wasn't full of light. That's Washington for you. Beautiful state, but if you're gonna move there, you have to expect that it's going to be rainy and kind of depressing. I'm grateful for the time that we've spent there, but I'm also glad that we are out of there. It's amazing what the sun can do for you. There was a lack of sun there, obviously, and it's just nice to be back in a state that has a lot of sun, that you can walk outside your house and feel good about yourself and not feel wet and drippy. So I have to say that the tinted sunscreen works really well with all the product that I put on my face so far. With the setting powder and the bronzer, like I think it looks really pretty. To be setting this look, I'm going to be taking the 2020 Beauty Easy on the Eyes Daily Hygiene Facial Spray. I did receive this in PR. It is a really great product, but to be honest with you, you can make your own setting spray for a lot cheaper. I didn't do that. That always feels good. Okay, so now that we have our base laid down, I'm going to be moving on to the eyes. So I'm going to be using the Jane Iredale Smooth Affair Eye Primer in the shade Naked. We're going to be putting that on our eyes just to give our eyes a nice base for shadow. It's a very beautiful product. It makes your eyeshadow last long. It is comparable to the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. I believe that's what it's called. It's been a while since I've used it. And then I'm going to be setting my eyes with the Kosas Cloud Set Powder in Breezy. Let's take that on a fluffy brush, just so the shadow doesn't stick to the primer and so you don't have a hard time blending it. So since it is the holidays, should we go for a dramatic look? This is the Aether Beauty Moonlight Crystal Palette. It came out during the summer, but I feel like we can make it work for now. Unfortunately, it doesn't have like a lot of matte shades. It has two matte shades, and I don't think that's enough for a palette in my personal opinion, but remember, I'm just a consumer. But I think it should have at least 2 more matte shades, and then the rest could be shimmer. But like I said, that's just me. I'm going to be taking this purple lavender shade down here as my crease color. They don't have the names on the back of this palette, which I think is very unfortunate, because when people are doing tutorials like this or get ready with me, I can't tell you what the shade is. I don't see any fallout so far, just in case you do your face makeup before you do your eyes. Speaking of the holidays, are we ready for the holidays? I don't think anyone's ever really ready for the holidays. Christmas starts very early. This year it started at Halloween time. And when we went to Hobby Lobby, I was talking to the fabric lady about it. She says that they start setting up Christmas stuff in August. Like, I'm sure they're sick of Christmas at that time, or by the time it rolls around. And to deepen up this look, I'm going to be taking this shade right here. Super pretty, another purple shade. By the way, if you have green eyes or hazel eyes, purples and reds make your eyes pop. So, little tidbit there. I'm gonna be taking it and gonna darken that up a little bit. So to add a little bit more color to this look, I'm gonna be taking this color. I'm just gonna be putting that on the middle of my lid. Look at that, that's pretty. Again, there's been no fallout from this palette, which is really good. I do enjoy Aether Beauty palettes. I think they are pretty. They just came out with their new Rose Quartz palette. Not just recently, but recent. And I do enjoy that palette, but I also enjoyed their original palette. I really liked the original Rose Quartz palette. It was one of my favorites. I was kind of disappointed that they discontinued that, but I guess they were going for a lower price point and a better formula. I want to bring a little bit more definition to this eye look, so I'm going to be taking this shade right here. Oops, can you see it? Right here, and I'm going to be putting that in my outer V. So you see how that just brings a lot more oomph into the eye look. Okay, so not saying that this doesn't happen with other palettes, but do you notice how the green kind of like faded a little bit? I have to add a little bit more green to the middle part of the lid just to bring that color back. There we go. And if I'm being honest, that is kind of a complaint of mine with Aether Beauty eyeshadows, is that you kind of make one shade disappear when you try to blend it out or add. It just kind of is frustrating because you're spending way more time on your eye look than you probably want to be. And to finish up this eye look, I'm going to be taking this silver pink shade right here, and I'm going to be putting that in my inner corner. So off camera, I did finish out this eye look and I did do my brows. Now on to lashes. This look is so dramatic and beautiful that I just want to add a couple of lashes. Bear with me, I actually really stink at doing lashes, so there's that. I'm going to be taking the Violet Voss lashes in I Do Not Care. I'm going to take my lash, and this is a new product as well. I bought this. This is the True Glue All Natural Eyelash Adhesive. It is a clean beauty product. Take a little bit of that. And then I wait about 30 seconds till it gets tacky, and then I'll apply it to my lash line. I try to do this in frame, but I tell you, I stink at applying lashes. So 10 hours later, I have finally finished putting on lashes. I honestly think these lashes are way too big for my eye shape. It kind of drags them down a little too heavy. They are pretty, but they're just probably not for me. I need more wispy, lighter lashes. But I do have to say the True Glue lash adhesive is the first lash adhesive that I've tried that's clean, that does not sting my eyes, and that is a huge thing. $16, it comes from Canada, small clean beauty business. I highly recommend them. This is worth the money for your eyes not stinging. So for blush, I'm going to be taking the Mob Beauty Cream Clay blushes in M74 and M71. It's just these two colors right here, and I'm going to be putting them on the higher points of my cheeks just so I can have that lifted look as opposed to that dragged down look. Yeah, see, like, look how pigmented that blush is. I did receive this in PR, and I just wanted to let you guys know because I want to be honest with my audience and transparent. So I'm going to be going back into the True and Luscious Lucky Glow Bronze and Highlighting Palette. Very beautiful packaging. And I'm going to be taking this shade right here. That is Heaven Sent. Ooh, gorgeous. Then bring it down right to my nose. So to finish off this look, I'm going to be taking the Kosas lipstick in Rose Water. I decided I'm gonna add some lip gloss, so I'm gonna be taking the Rowan Charlie lip gloss. I'm gonna be putting that over top. Okay, so that is it for this look. Thank you so much for joining me on this get ready with me. It was kind of all over the place, but I appreciate you bearing with me just because it has been a while since I've filmed a YouTube video. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye.